All right, everybody, welcome to yoga. Today's class is going to be mostly about angles and form. Remember, form makes your function and makes your proper functioning of your movement and stuff. So we're going to look at angles, how your body's lined up with your arms and legs and everything, and that'll help determine your form. Remember, the posture is always the main thing. Have your head back, shoulders over your hips, knees over your ankles, and nice standard stance. All right, let's go ahead and just start with having a seat here. So we're going to start with relaxation, and we'll do a good few minutes of relaxation. I like to have the hands palms up just to kind of open the chest here. And just take some nice, long, deep breaths. Think about breathing in your belly area. So as you inhale, the belly kind of comes out. As you exhale, the belly kind of comes in. And you can think of counting your breath to yourself, inhaling for about 5 seconds, and then exhaling for maybe a little longer, 6 or 7 seconds. So that you get all that old air out and bring new air in. And you can relax your eyes if you like. Just let yourself go. Relax your shoulders, thinking about relaxing all the muscles in the body. Good, let's just take 2 more deep breaths and then we'll open up the class here. Just allow yourself to get nice and relaxed. Excellent. So let's go ahead and scoot up, and we're going to start with shoulder rolls, and we're going to curve the spine, rolling up and back. So notice I really curve here. Shoulders go forward, back goes back, straightening up. Good, and you can see from the side that I want to pull my head back when I come all the way up. So this would be the improper way we often do it. Not very good form. You can see the angle of my head is not right over my body. So try to work that a little bit. And just make sure you have really good head right over the body. Pull your head back. You can even kind of pull back almost like you're tucking the chin just to really work it. Take 1 more breath. Good, and then we'll go the other direction. Inhale. Again, pull the head back, good posture, and exhale. Think about pulling your shoulders back and down here. Back and down, head back, and exhale. 1 more time. Good, and then we're going to inhale, reaching up, lifting the chest. So in senior yoga, they don't recommend that you take your head back like you often see in other yoga classes. The reason why is we might have some spinal issues, don't want to break a spinal bone if somebody has osteoporosis. So if you're feeling frisky and younger, and you know that you can handle it, you can go back a little bit more. Maybe just look up at the ceiling with your eyes. But the main thing is that you feel a stretch in the belly and through that upper chest. Now also think about your arms. Bring them back toward your ears a little bit. Take one more deep breath. And then grab the back of the chair. You might have to scoot up, lift the chest. This time we're going to breathe in the chest area and just breathe up in here, stretch the chest out. Good, and then push out, curving your back. Now take the head to the side as you turn to the side. Make everything move together. Take a couple deep breaths. And then we'll try the other side. Couple deep breaths. You might feel stretch in the shoulder, spine, upper back, lower back, but turn that head with you. One more breath. Okay, so let's go ahead and cross the legs. We'll put one leg over the other. And if you can, try to make it flat. A lot of times that's definitely tough, but we're striving for that. The main thing on this is to have really good posture. So you actually stretch the hips. And we're just going to take the chest forward. So you have just a bit of an angle on the body here. You can see that I'm just coming forward. Ideally, you'd want to get to about a 45-degree angle if you can. Keeping that back nice and straight. Hold for just one more breath. Excellent. Then we're going to relax and curve the back. Sometimes cats like to do this cat stretch, just kind of straighten it all out, relax. Take one more breath. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and put the hands in the back pockets. If you don't have back pockets, just put your hands back there. And then pull the elbows together. Lift the chest. Take a couple deep breaths. Try to make sure that the shoulders don't come up. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do the other leg. Again, really good posture. Chest forward toward the floor. And just relax and stretch the hip out. I got to get the other one going. Sorry, that was the same one, but I'm going to switch this time. So opposite leg, just have to remember which one you did. So again, good posture. Chest to the floor. And then we're just going to relax completely. Just let your arms relax. Let your arms even kind of take your back forward a little and stretch it. Okay, and then we're going to unwind there. And reaching up like we did earlier, just reach up, lift the chest, breathe deep in the belly. So there's all this stuff, all those organs are held in there by this kind of a bag sort of a deal. Everything's just kind of held in there. We're going to stretch that out, just kind of lifting up, taking some deep breaths in the belly. Take the arms back just a little more. One more breath. And relax. Good. Open up the legs here. We're actually going to, I'll show you that you're going to turn one foot to the side and the other foot is forward. And then you're going to come down with this arm, reaching up with the other one. So this is a triangle pose. And we're going to reach straight up. So make sure your arm is straight up. So if you have your video so that you can see yourself as well, then you can see some of these angles. But you might just think about it, get inside yourself a little bit more. You can kind of see where you're at. But notice that I have this leg straight up and down, the arm straight up and down, this leg straight up and down, and this arm is straight up and down. And then take your head and have it be about 45-degree angle, all in line here. And then you're just going to turn and look at the hand, taking one more deep breath. And relax. It's not exactly critical to have these angles. We're going to switch to the other side. It just looks good sometimes. And sometimes things that look good also feel good. But in some sense, it is more critical and the angles are important toward the exercise. Other times, it just looks and feels good. Looking back, opening up. So we could look like this, or we could look all messy and stuff and just get the feel of the stretch. But we really want to focus on our form and how everything's looking. Gives you something to focus on and to let go of everything else too. So everything's straight up and down. Take one more breath. And relax. Excellent. In and out with the arms. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to do some of the warrior poses and kind of check out some of those. Let's start with warrior 2. Very simple, easy one. We're going to have this foot can be kind of at a 45 or straightforward. I kind of tend to have 45. And then this foot is going to point the other direction, straight ahead. The leg is straight up and down. Notice there's this angle here, and we're going to reach up. Oh, I'm sorry, warrior 2. Get on track here. See, I focus so much that I just start forgetting. But yeah, that's good. Get inside yourself. So I got this arm parallel to the floor. This arm's parallel to the floor. They're both together. My body's straight up and down. You pretty much have an X through your arms and your body here. I'm sorry, not an X, but a plus sign, I should say. Then you're going to look past the fingertips here. You might also think about how this arm relates to this leg. It would be perpendicular. So this is straight out, that's straight down. One more breath. And relax. What's nice too is we can really focus on the muscles. You might feel more muscles because you're focusing on those exact different points. And whether it's one point that we focus on today and another one another day, you're working different muscles then. If you're working the same exact points, then maybe you're going to work some same muscles each day. Let's do this on the other side. Going to lean into it here. And warrior 2. Gaze past your fingertips. So I'll try to get my camera right on here. So this would be straight up and down. Body is straight up and down. We got a good plus sign here. And then I'm going to gaze toward the fingertips. And oftentimes people will take their head forward and try to pull that head back. So the head is right over the spine. Relax the shoulders and just take a couple breaths holding that. And relax. Good, just go up and down on the balls of the feet. Shake your body out a little bit. Just relax. Some of these poses we might be holding a little longer, and it kind of can show you how if you work a little longer, you can really work the muscles more strength. All right, good. Let's go ahead and go to a reverse warrior pose. So this time, we're going to step out with this foot, same foot positioning really, but we're going to pull this leg back. It becomes straight. That's the angle you want there. And then reach up and back. Ideally, you would want this whole straight angle almost line, but with seniors, we might not want to push that so much. It's kind of like the going back thing. Do what is at your level, and you can reach up and back a little more. Again, you look at your hand, and then kind of lift the chest. Take one more breath. You might even reach down a little more. And relax. Good, let's just switch sides here. Another thing I want to point out is you could be working your hands a little more too. The angles of your hands. Pull the fingers back, tighten in the thumb a little bit. That'll work some different muscles as well. So this leg steps out, reach up, so I can have my hand nice and straight. It just adds another dimension. Kind of hard for you to see it here, but that would be the idea. Nice straight hand there. All right, so look up at the hand, reach down and back, take a couple deep breaths. And relax. Excellent. This time we go side to side. Just remember to watch your angles on the back stuff. You don't want to hurt your back in yoga. I mean, the point is we're going to try to make ourselves better. We don't want to make things worse. So really watch your level and make sure that you're kind of doing it at your level. Okay, next is the star pose. Pretty obvious on the angles. Should look like a star, like a five-sided star. Now you can do your best. Like I said, it just looks better if you can do better. But if you go toward the idea of the form, you're going to be trying to get more range of motion. You're going to be reaching more this way, and that's going to force more balance work. You can always hold on if you need to, though. And relax. If you don't have to, just don't do it, try it as long. Just try a little bit here and there too. Wherever you can do. Whoa, have that wall close by too, huh? Like I said, you're pushing it with all these angles, really working those muscles more. So be careful, do what you can. Taking a couple deep breaths here. All right, relax. That's good. Let's rotate the hips around. All right, next one is going to be chair pose. So I guess I'll show you from the front first. This is straight on from the front. Relax those shoulders. And then from the side here, I'll show you. So you want the arms parallel to the floor. You sit back with it. Now another way to do this would be to reach up more, like this. You can see the angle here from the arms all the way down to the rear end is a solid line. There's a 90-degree angle here where my hips are, a 90-degree angle or a 45-degree angle here. Legs are straight up and down. But like I said, if you want, you could just go to here. Do what's best. Let's do one more deep breath. And relax. Good. You can see, let's go ahead and do a cat pose next. And I'll chat for a second. We're going to bend the legs and curve the back. Like that. Bend the legs and curve the back. So you can see how working some of these and really focusing on your form really works those muscles a lot more and makes you work a little harder actually. So when you do the cat pose, you're going to come down with the knees and then you're going to bend the lower spine here. So you can really improve your yoga routine by going back through some of the videos and thinking about each of those poses and the form, making it better. Okay, and then we're going to walk the feet forward. This is a cow pose or a cobra. Again, that angle, how far back you want to take your head, be careful, or how far you want to bend your back. But the main thing is to get a stretch in the front here. So that's the function of what you want to do. Just get your form to fit that so that you're stretching the front. Good, then we go to downward dog, walking the feet all the way back. Now ideally, you pretty much should be like a 90-degree angle here. And then you kind of maybe even stretch it more by pushing your hips toward the back wall. Legs are straight, but be careful, do what's best for you. Good, now take one leg forward and we're going to push into the heel. This leg is straight and this one here is going to be bent. We're going to come to bow and arrow pose. So this is a great example of form. You should be able to see the bow here. Imagine that. And then your leg is the arrow shooting up from the bow. And again, the main thing too is to have that posture, pull the head back over the shoulders, and just take a couple deep breaths. Now push your hips back, straighten the front leg, and you're just going to stretch right in here, back of the front leg. One more breath. Push the hips back, lengthen the leg. Push your toe into the ground on the front leg, and you can feel an instep stretch too. Good. Let's go ahead and go back to downward dog. One more round here. You can always go deeper and go to the floor if you feel more comfortable with that. One more breath. And then put the other foot forward. We're going to do the bow and arrow stance on the other side. Find your spot there. One more breath. And then we're going to push back, leaning forward. And relax. So I think we need to do the star pose on the other side. If I'm wrong, we'll just do it again for a second time here. So let's kick out here. I'm not sure if we did this both sides or not. Maybe we did. But let's just do one more round and just take a couple more breaths here. Think about your form. See how my arms not in line there. Get everything in line. And relax. Good. We're going to do the tree pose next. That's one to really work on too. So the tree pose, you're going to have your leg turned out ideally. Now you can be here if you want to, but you want to have this angle if you can. So it's a 90-degree angle opening there. Now, oftentimes people will just kind of sit into their hips there and relax. Really get your posture. This leg straight up and down. Pull the head back. And think about a string attached to the top of your head. Just pulling you up. We're only going to hold here for 2 more breaths. Just focus. And relax. Good. We can switch to the other side of the chair if you want. And open up here. Find that posture. You can always have the foot close to the ground if you're having trouble. Still opening up. Another thing is you don't want to push on the knee here. Don't want to push on your knee joint. So just focus on close to the leg, but not quite pushing or anything like that. Take one more breath. Pull up on with that string. And relax. Good. This time we're just rocking forward and back on our feet. All right, I think that's pretty good. Worked on quite a bit of different poses with different form and angle opportunities. Let's go ahead and work on some stretching again and just finalize here. Put one leg out and just take a deep breath in and stretch forward here. You do want your back nice and straight, chest to the toes, pull the toes back. All right, and then we're gonna rotate this ankle. I want you to see how much you can rotate that ankle. Sometimes people have a tough time with that. Just try to really roll it around. Hey, buddy. You ready to do it? Other direction. Say hello. Hello. All right, let's put the other leg out now. Deep breath in and stretch it out. Yeah. All right, rotate that ankle. Other direction. Looks like you're late, buddy. Or you're just in time for your final relaxation. All right, then we're gonna lift the chest. Reach up again. Up and over. Ideally, you want to look at the hand. That'll bend more in the body. And the other side. Reach back, lift the chest. And then stretch your triceps. And other side. Okay, and then sit back all the way. Looks like we're ready to relax. The cat's here just in time. Let's go ahead and just focus on our breathing a little bit. So the breathing always tends to relax you. Allow yourself to just exhale nice and slow and think of relaxing. Think about relaxing all those muscles. Feel the difference now versus when you're working all those form and angle ideas. Just relax completely now. Don't worry about any of that. Good, just taking 2 more Nice deep breaths, and then we'll close up here. Good. Open your eyes, coming to heart center. Really good posture here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Namaste, everybody. Thank you very much. Keep working on your form and your angles. It definitely will make your exercise better all the way around.